Hey, what's up guys? Gavin Battlefield Bricks here for a one-off mock video. I'd like to apologize for not having made a video in so long, but I'll get into that more later in the video. This project is something I've been wanting to do for a really long time now, and I've been preparing mentally on how I would want to do certain aspects of Tuscany in LEGO. And when the Brick Crew announced he was doing his mock contest here on YouTube, I knew I had to have the first entry that I had for the contest be something really spectacular. I'm going to try and show you guys how I go about making mocks like this step by step. This is already going to be a really long video, so I hope you guys have a snack and are settled in because we are going to get right into it. So just like all of my projects, I started out by making my building I was going to be using for the mock. Luckily for me, I had already previously designed an Italian building in Studio, but unfortunately I lost all of my IO files when my computer basically turned into a brick back in December. So this meant I had the knowledge of what I needed to build and how to do the techniques, but I just had to do it all over again. I had a lot of renders from my previous house, so remaking it in Studio was more time consuming than anything and not really a challenge. Once that was done, I could make a rough outline of my idea for the build as well in Studio to see how the house would fit in with the tanks and the size of the build. I decided on something that was pretty decently sized that fit everything, and once I was happy with that, it was time to order my parts from Bricklink and get to building. The house itself is over 3,000 parch, which is really all just because of the texture I made sure to include in every surface. The walls are a mix of both tan and flesh colored pieces, then framed off with the light bluish gray snot bricks with tiles to create kind of like a brick frame to it. The windows are all using the more rare reddish brown fence piece. They're snotted into their side with just some translucent plates stuck to the back of them. You'd see a lot of these lattice shaped windows, and I see them all over in the reference materials I was trying to use. I like to add in little details like the wine cellar entrance, and I was able to use my same railing design with the wand pieces and the antenna bases I used in the church for Con, and it worked really well here for some kind of wrought iron railing. I like to add the Bartha's brick stores as well with all of my buildings, but I was able to change it up a little bit and give it the two long window shapes with a different handle that was a little bit more accurate to the houses I was looking at. And lastly, the roof is just a ton of 1x1 bread tiles going around and up one at a time by one plates, and the core tiles are just on the corners to just kind of give it that more rounded off feel. Hey guys, so went ahead and actually built the base foundation for this mock ahead of time. It's just a lot of bricks and plates, and it's not really any kind of interesting techniques here. Bringing it down for you guys, it's about 3-ish bricks tall with some cheese slopes running around the edges. And then for this mock, we've got some brick built lettering built into it. Total footprint is about 6 of the 32 by 32 base plates, but instead of those I decided to go with the 16 by 16 Technic bricks on the underside here. Let me try and lift this up for you guys. Pretty sturdy construction, one big solid piece here. Let's get into a time lapse. Alright guys, so what I've basically gone at and done off screen here is smooth out all of these bricks here with some different sizes of plates, mostly 1x3, 1x2, and 1x1s. We're going to be kind of showing the different earth layers here that I actually took inspiration from one of my lug mates, Evan Selt Lego. He's a fantastic mock builder, and he brought something to a local lug meeting that just really inspired me to kind of deviate just from having a black base and to really elevate my terrain and show what's going on underneath here. So next I'm going to be trying to do the dark tan as the next layer and then reddish brown above that. So let's go ahead and get started with some of that. Now, I am sorry that I've been gone for so long again. I didn't take a break from LEGO, and I was, of course, still active on my Instagram, building and posting mocks over there. Honestly, there was a lot that has kept me away from YouTube, whether it was personal stuff going on in my life or losing interest in the video making parts of the hobby. I'm able to build a lot more detailed and faster if I don't have to worry about recording and editing myself. It really doubles a project's time, and I can cut into the build's quality as well when I'm focusing on two different things at the same time, like building and filming. That being said, I'm not going to be quitting YouTube at all, but I'm still going to try and figure out a way that works for me where you guys also enjoy the content. So let me know down in the comments how you feel about this type of one-off mock video. Alright guys, I went ahead and touched it up a little bit, raising up these dark tan sections and smoothing off some of the more reddish brown areas. I'm just going to fill in the rest of this with filler brick and then probably plate it up to the points where I'm going to start building. I'm just going to do that off camera here real quick because it's going to be pretty boring and repetitive for you guys, but I'll catch you guys here in a second. Alright guys, so that took a lot longer than expected to get this all filled up and then plated over. A lot of the top section here is with the 16x16 plates or the 16x16 Technic bricks. I've used up almost my entire collection of larger plates and pieces to make sure that this mock is going to be really sturdy for transport for all of the shows I'm going to be taking this to, including Brick Slopes, Colorado. But I think first we're going to try and focus on probably the road here, and then getting this hill section all figured out for where the house is going to be going. Another thing that has been taking up a lot more of my attention is the lug that I am now co-running with Berry Bricks. Lore Lug is one of the greatest parts of the community that I've been able to now help manage. We offer a great team of military builders to help grow and develop your skills as a builder, along with collabs that we run regularly. We are currently accepting applications over on our community Discord server, so make sure to check the description down below to join our Discord and apply. Applications are going to be open until the 20th of August, and you can just submit any mock that you previously built. I also want to give a huge shout out to my friends History Builder, Hideous Cupid, Trainiac, and Panzer Brick Labs. They were in Discord calls with me from the start to finish of this project. They seriously were talking with me when I was in the studio designing up until I was putting the minifigures down on the build at the very end. It was an absolutely great group of guys that I had a fantastic time chatting with and hanging out with, and Make sure to also go check out the Panzer Brick Labs Discord server as well, because lots of great guys hang out there as well. also figure I should probably explain to you guys why all these grapevines in the vineyard are bright light orange. In the fall of Tuscany, the leaves on the vineyards turn the most beautiful golden colors, so I really wanted to make sure that I added that pop of color into the mock to really set this apart from anything I've seen before. This is also why I'm having a mix of both normal and olive green grass for the showing of like the yellowing of the grass for it to start to die off in the fall season. And after adding some finishing details and putting on the minifigures and tanks, we are done. I want to say a huge thanks for everyone who stuck around to the end of the video, especially with it being a longer one. I'm really happy with this turned out, and I can happily say that Tuscany has already made its appearances at a few shows and took home Best Military at Brick Slopes, Colorado. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know what you want to see me build next down in the comments. With that being said, enjoy the rest of the pictures, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!